think about it every time I think about it. Can't stop thinking about it.
Lauren, can you read the back of the DVD for us? No, the DVD.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I only have Shrek 2 on DVD. I don't have the other. Well, now I have all of them. But before this, I only had 2.
Oh, okay.
Real quick. Move the mic closer to you. I just realized.
Hello?
There you go.
Okay. Shrek 2. A piece of genius. You'll love it. This is Joe Siegel from Siegel from Good Morning America.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone's favorite larger-than-life hero returns in Shrek 2, the #1 comedy of all time by critics and audiences alike, as even better than its Oscar-winning predecessor.
Yeah.
USA Today proclaims, there are so many jokes and jests, not even a jelly-bellied ogre can consume them all in one sitting. Tony. That's Tony.
You.
Happily ever after never seems so far, far away when a trip to meet the in-laws turns into another hilariously twisted adventure for Shrek and Fiona. With the help of his faithful stud donkey, Shrek takes on a potion-brewing fairy godmother, the pompous Prince Charming, and the famed ogre-killing Puss in Boots.
Yeah.
A ferocious feline foe who's really just a pussycat at heart.
Yeah.
A Hollywood rarity, a sequel even better than the first.
Puss in
Shrek
Boots
2.
played by Antonio Banderas.
Yes, which I loved. I
Yes.
loved Antonio.
So we didn't include Puss in Boots in this. The first Puss in Boots movie is really good. Apparently the new one that came out like 2 years ago is phenomenal.
Really? I've never, I gotta watch it. I've never seen it.
Yeah, the first one was fine. I liked it. There was like a Netflix show, but I didn't watch it. That one is meant for like kids.
Yeah.
But no, apparently people who I wouldn't expect were like, yeah, the new Puss in Boots is great. I'm like, I gotta check it out then.
Oh, damn. Me too. We should review those.
Maybe we will.
Okay,
Maybe we
okay.
will. So Shrek 2. Didn't get to see this in theaters, unfortunately. 2004 was like a big year. You had like Spider-Man 2 and all
There was
these
a lot. Yeah.
Yes. I didn't get to see them all in theaters. This is one that I missed. But I got the DVD. And again, it's the only Shrek movie I owned until recently.
Widescreen. That's Tony.
Yes. Oh, wait, hold on. Let me look at the back of it. That has the Far, Far Away Idol. We can watch the American Idol.
Far, Far Away Idol.
This movie, I love.
I like Shrek 2. I
Yes.
think it was a good.
Now, did you also watch that in 2013? Were you just binging all of them?
I binged all of them. Yes, I did.
It is a great sequel because again, fairy tales they usually end and they went far, far away, but you never get to see like how the relationship progresses. 'Cause
Right.
a lot of times, like, and then the prince showed up and they lived happily ever after. It's
Yeah.
like, did they? Like they barely knew each other.
Right, exactly. I just like how the Far, Far Away sign reminds
It's
me of
the Hollywood sign. I love it.
Like, I think that's so
They're
funny.
going to Los Angeles.
Yeah.
So yeah, it opens up. Shrek and Fiona are married.
Yes.
She's in her Shrek form. They're living at the swamp. Accidentally in Love is playing.
Another good soundtrack, by the way.
Yes, really great soundtrack. Yeah, they're just like very, very happy. They're by themselves. But they learn that they have to go to far, far away. They got to meet the in-laws.
Yes.
We got to meet the in-laws. We never learned about Shrek's family.
Yes, because yes. Well, we find out.
Well, we know
later.
we see other ogres, but we never really find out about Shrek's family. And I think, if I'm remembering right, the Chris Farley audio, I think in the original script they mention his family a little bit, but it never made it into the final version.
Someone hurt you so bad. Someone hurt you many years ago.
Leave my parents out of this!
Breakthrough!
Well, Shrek 4 mentions something very.
Okay.
So when we get to it,
Maybe I missed something, but
you
yeah,
missed something.
we'll get there. Okay.
Yes.
So yeah, it's fun seeing like what happens after the story ends in fairy tale worlds. So yeah, they go to far, far away, which looks like Beverly Hills, Los
Right.
Angeles.
It really does.
Los Angeles, which at the time of this recording, I'm getting ready to go to Los Angeles. I'm sure it'll be fine. I'm sure everything is fine. It's
Everything is fine.
Where I'm staying is 20 minutes away from the nearest fire.
Oh
I
my
think
God.
I'm fine. The
Shit.
fuck is happening? Hold on. Oh, okay. Sorry. Looked like something important. It was not important.
It's his Tinder going off.
No, I deleted that. no, Lauren. After that night of drinking when I was sad, I deleted all the apps. Anyway. And I can't even add them back because I learned I gained too much weight, so I got to lose weight and take better pictures before I add them back.
Oh, you got to show everyone the pic of you.
Oh, real
and
quick. Can I talk about Lauren's wingmanning for me?
Yes, please tell
Yes,
everyone.
Okay.
Tell everyone.
Laura, Donkey, great wingman.
Yes.
Donkey is like trying to set Fiona and Shrek up. Lauren Soda, terrible wingman. One of the worst wingmen ever.
It's not my fault. He fumbled 2 friends of mine.
What? Okay, no. Wait,
He's
2.
an
Pause.
egotistical man whore.
What are you talking about? Okay, pause. 1, we're not going to name any names.
No, we're not naming. I would never.
Yeah.
I would never.
So I'm laying, this is many, many months ago. I'm laying in bed, minding my own business, about to go to sleep. I get a call from Lauren, come out. I'm like, what? Come out. I'm like, okay. Turns out she was not so secretly trying to set me up with someone.
My bad.
And how did that work out? They stopped talking to me, which is fine. And they ended up dating the other person who was there. So I literally, Lauren, could have just went to sleep that
Man,
night.
I tried my hardest. It's not my fault.
But I wasn't even asking.
I don't care.
You went out of your way.
Yeah, you're
to
welcome.
Wake me up.
That is called a wing woman going, I went out of my way.
Well,
And you're going to sit there and disrespect
points,
me?
if it would have ended there, points were tried. So then, the one girl turns me down, and I'm out drinking, being sad. And then Lauren looks at the bartender and goes, hey, do you like that girl? And before I could say, I don't know, you go, hey, are you single? She's like, oh, I'm real into this other guy. I'm just like, well, wait. I don't even know if I like that girl, but I've been pre-rejected. I've been pre-jected.
Yeah, projected.
And then, because apparently you didn't have enough.
Sorry.
This is literally like the person who keeps trying to fix things and it keeps getting
Hey,
worse.
3rd time's a charm. I'm just
No,
waiting for that
no,
moment.
this one I was legitimately like, Lauren, what the fuck? The other bartender, who I already know isn't single because you told me.
Yeah, well, she doesn't know you wanted me to reach out or anything.
Because you already told me.
Wait, the blonde?
Yes. And then you sit there and you go, hey, he wanted to know if you were single. And I'm like, Lauren, what are you doing? What are you doing? She didn't even answer. She just walked
away. Oh, well, I mean, I tried.
So, Lauren, thank you.
I gave
Thank
my
you so
best.
much.
You're so welcome.
Thank you so much. But, that's 3 strikes. I think we're good.
Nah. I got one more in me.
Like, Tony, I got it this time.
Just one more. That's it. And then you can be free bird.
You're going to be here like, Tony, I got it. She gets married next week, but I think there's time. I think there's still some time to
Tony, she's getting a divorce. You're in. She's got daddy issues.
So Shrek 2, again, he has to meet the in-laws. The in-laws are not happy that he's an ogre.
No.
They are upset that Fiona is an ogre.
Yes.
The dad, played by John Cleese
Yes.
from Monty Python, Monty Python in general. I was going to say Monty Python and the Holy
Monty
Grail, and I'm like, no, he's in all of Monty Python, who I got to see perform live years ago. He does a really good one-man show. He's very hilarious.
Cool.
Even though him and the rest of Monty Python, the surviving members, all hate each other, he is still very funny. And I think Renee Russo was the mom, who's more accepting of Shrek and
Yes.
Fiona. The dad, not very accepting.
Nope.
We find out that there was this prearranged agreement. We never learned who cursed Fiona to be an ogre, but I think
I'm pretty sure it was a fairy godmother.
I think it was an inside
Yeah.
job. Yes, I think it was an inside
It's
job.
definitely an inside job.
So the fairy godmother made a deal with the king. She gave him something. We learn what that is later.
Right.
And she said, okay, well, your daughter has to marry my son,
Prince Charming.
Prince Charming, who's like a literal person, Prince Charming.
Right.
Which I love the opening where it's him like going to the castle and it's the wolf from Red Riding Hood is there.
To find her.
What?
So the fairy godmother is very upset and she's like, all right, we gotta get rid of this Shrek. We gotta get rid of Shrek. And Shrek hates the parents because he knows they hate him. And this is what I texted you saying, I never thought I would find Shrek too relatable.
Yes, you did.
I don't know if you've ever run into these situations or anything, but like there was one ex I had to spend Thanksgiving with her family. They did not like me. The dad mostly did not like me.
But do you have do you know the reason why they didn't like you?
My job wasn't real. I didn't make enough money.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
There were probably a bunch of other, probably legitimate reasons, but I feel like I could have nothing would have made them happy.
No, yeah, they sound right.
So, like, I remember that whole Thanksgiving just feeling like a total outcast, but I was like trapped there, and I'm like,
Yeah.
oh no, what do I do?
That's so awkward.
So seeing like Shrek show up and everyone like not into them, I was just like, oh man, this is hitting hard.
Tony cried.
Have you ever done that? Has this ever happened to you?
No, this has not. I'm an angel. Moms love me.
Have you ever had a boyfriend who your family hated? Have you ever had that?
Yes, I have.
Okay,
Yes, I
okay.
have. Yes, I have.
The dad is body shaming Fiona because he doesn't accept her Shrekness.
Yes.
Her ogreness.
Her ogreness.
Which I like the mom's just like, can you fucking chill, buddy?
Yeah.
Like, come on, we just got our daughter back. Could you not?
Yeah, right.
Shrek is having insecurities because he finds out that Fiona dreamed of Prince Charming saving her. That is sad where you go through her like diary.
Yeah, that's.
And she's like, I'm not allowed to stay at Sleeping Beauty's tonight because she turns into an ogre. And I'm like, man, that's kind of a bummer. It's kind of deep for this movie.
It's really deep. I think Shrek 2 was. No, Shrek 3 was sad, but never mind.
Yeah. So I like the whole thing where like Fairy Godmother is playing both of them. She's a good villain. Not as great as Farquaad, but she's pretty good.
She's good.
Because again, with Disney stuff, you're expecting her to be the good guy. So her being the bad guy. And I like that she breaks her diet. She's like, you're going to make me do something I didn't want to do. She orders.
And she orders all the shit.
And can I get the medieval meal? Like, I love how Prince Charming is like such like a mama's boy.
Oh, yeah,
He's
it's
so
great.
infantilized.
And his meal came with like this sword.
Big sword. It was like the Happy Meal.
Yeah.
So she is trying to get Shrek away. She's promising him that she can turn him into like whatever. And then she's gonna plan to put like Prince Charming there. They had to come up with some kind of like fun gag for this. Oh wait, before we mention the gag, Puss in Boots. So we
Puss
meet
in
a
Boots.
bunch of new characters in this.
Yes,
I
we
love the
do.
villain bar.
Yes.
There's a villain bar. We see Captain Hook. We see the ugly
Bartender.
stepsister, played by Larry King, which I've gone my whole life not knowing that. Because I
Yes.
wanted to make a joke, be like, oh, this person's not going to be in Shrek 5. And then I was like, oh, no, they probably
No.
aren't going to be in Shrek 5.
Yeah. That was crazy.
Yeah, so at the villain bar, we meet this new character who kills ogres. He's a hunter. You can hire him. We learn it's the fairy tale creature Puss in Boots
Puss in Boots.
by Antonio Banderas, who I love.
I love also.
I love Antonio Banderas. I love him in this. I love when he fights Shrek and they parody Alien where he comes out of his shirt.
Yeah.
But like the most meme thing with him is him doing the eyes.
Oh, the eyes are so cute.
And they're so adorable.
so cute.
And I just love when he gets beaten. He's just like,
He's like,
and he's great. He is such a great addition to the movie. But yes, they decided they had to come up with like a cool thing for this. So Shrek takes a potion and he becomes a human.
oh, a hot Shrek.
I was going to say, the women
was
find him
hot.
super hot. Do you find Shrek hot?
I sure do. I find him hot as an ogre. I find him hot as a human.
You know, I found out there's a lot of guys who are really into Fiona Shrek, but like
Oh, yeah?
specifically the Shrek version. I'm wondering if there's any women who are lusting after human Shrek. They want him in Shrek form.
Me.
Although no one in the audience for this channel, they're real into I'm noticing a lot of girls on this show, Johanna and whatnot, are monster fuckers. They're real into like monster stuff.
Oh, okay.
Jess reads erotic monster fiction. I think my cousin does too. I don't know what's going on. You're apparently into Shreks.
I like
What is
ogres.
going on with all
I
of
like
you?
ogres.
This is why it's so hard to date. Women want to fuck literal monsters. Did you see Nosferatu?
No, not yet. I'm seeing it tomorrow.
Women are lusted after this guy. I'm like, he's literally all the shit you guys complain about.
I know. It's like how they lusted over all those serial killers. You know?
It is that. Although not as bad as that because that's real. But
I know.
it's
I
like
know.
the same mindset. I'm like, but you hate these guys.
It's wild.
So yeah, I'm gonna have a big mustache like Nosferatu. Spoiler: he has a big mustache and a bad comb over. I'm gonna get a skin disease, and then maybe I'll find some. Then you can wingman for me and be like,
Okay.
you're like, hey, there's my friend. He's got the skin disease and he treats people like shit.
He might have an STD.
You might have an STD. Yeah, so I love the switch where they're humans. That's really funny. One of my favorite jokes is where they have to steal the guy's clothes. And it's just, I don't know why it cracks me up, but he's like,
Someday I will repay you. Unless, of course, I can't find you or if I forget.
but yeah, it's a great one. What's your favorite part of Shrek 2? What's your favorite thing about this?
I think my favorite part was Just the dad turning into, a toad.
Yes, or the
And
frog. We
the
find
frog.
that was a really fun reveal.
Yeah, that was a good twist.
Because it's fun because we learned that he's projecting, which is the thing people do.
Men do.
People do.
Men.
People do.
Okay.
Yeah, we learned that the reason he hates Shrek is because he was the frog prince.
Right.
And he made the deal with Fairy Godmother, I guess, to turn into a human.
Correct.
And, look, the ending is a little rough for me to digest. Like, Fiona becoming a lady ogre makes sense. Shrek's an ogre, it works.
Right.
The queen still wants to be with him when he's a literal frog. And I'm like,
Hey, we don't judge.
how's that relationship working?
We listen and we don't judge.
Do you think they're old enough where like sex is isn't a thing anymore?
Yeah,
She's
yeah.
like, well, thank God it happened
Thank
now.
God he can't even get it up anyway. He's taking Viagra.
She's like, it's been a while anyway. So we're good.
Yeah.
We're just staying together. I'm basically just in this to be the queen.
Right. We already had a kid. We're good.
She's hooking up with the ugly stepsister
Yeah.
on the side.
Yeah.
But yeah, I like when the fairy godmother is like shooting all her magic around. She turns Pinocchio into a real boy for like a second.
For like a second, yeah.
Yeah, Pinocchio gets a bigger part in this where
He's wearing a thong.
He's wearing a thong. I love. He's like, because they're all chained up. Oh, that's right. They do a Cops parody where it's nights. Like tonight on nights.
Yeah, it was really good. That part was good.
The best part is them finding the catnip in Puss in Boots, and he goes, "That's not mine."
Yeah.
But yeah, they do the Mission Impossible parody where he comes down on the strings.
Yeah.
And I'm like, that's funny.
That's
Like-
cool. Yeah.
Like, you have to reach us quick. Make up a lie. Say you're wearing women's underwear. Like, it doesn't
And he's
work.
like, I'm not. And then his nose gets bigger and bigger.
I love the gingerbread man making the giant gingerbread man.
Yes, that's also good. Yeah.
I like legitimately get sad when he dies and
I
falls in the water.
know.
You're like, oh no,
You're like one of the best characters.
poor gingerbread man. But yeah, it's a fun finale. They get rid of the fairy godmother. Prince Charming gets taken away.
Yeah, Prince Charming's a so I hated him.
You
I
really
hate
didn't
him.
like Prince Charming.
I hate him. I hate him.
Poor Rupert Everett. Be nice to him.
No.
But the big mystery of this film is, where is Dragon? And they mentioned it earlier because Donkey interrupts their honeymoon.
Oh, that's right.
And he wants to like hang out with them and stuff. And they're like, hey, shouldn't you be with Dragon? And he's like, oh, no, she's been real moody lately.
Oh, because she was
Pregnant.
pregnant.
Which, okay, I also have, questions about the logistics of this.
Same. I really want to know.
I was just like, wait, what?
Were they?
Wait,
What
what's
happened?
going on
How did it go down? I'm sure there's a porno.
Which I love. There has to be a Shrek porno.
There has to be.
I love. There's like a meme of like different like fantasy characters and like what they did with dragons. Like, I slayed a dragon. I rode a dragon.
slayed a
And
dragon.
It's like, I slayed a dragon. I rode a dragon. I did this to a dragon. And then the last one is just Donkey smiling because you know exactly what he
Yeah.
did with the dragon.
He's like,
So they have horrible mutant donkey dragon babies.
I think they're so cute. They're the cutest little things. They're adorable.
Oh my god. So I'm glad they committed to it because they're like,
Same.
oh, if you're gonna do it, you got to commit all the way
I
to
agree.
it.
I agree.
But yeah, it's a really, really fun time. Great sequel, does everything a great sequel should do. It's bigger, it's funnier. It's not just doing the same story again. It's taking the characters in different directions. Everything was on fire.
I agree. Another five.
Five
Another
stars. Five
star.
stars. 2 more thumbs
Two
up.
more thumbs up and toes up.
Yes. We're putting them all up for
Everything's
Shrek
up.
2.
Everything's up.
Yeah, and everyone loves it that I know. I've never met a single person who didn't like this movie.
Same.
And then years later, they did Shrek 3.